Hello and welcome to this MultiTrace tutorial video. Today I would like to show you the individual mode where you can perform different measurements with different channels of a multi-channel instrument at the same time or at different times. You can even make individual scripts for every channel. Let's have a look into MultiTrace how to do that. So you see I have opened the starting window of MultiTrace, and MultiTrace already detected that I have a multi-MStat 4HR with 12 channels. So that is the instrument that we have connected today. Then I just press the button for the individual mode. Then it will prepare the interface for all the 12 channels. For this demonstration, I have connected the first 3 channels to our dummy cell, and every channel is connected to a different circuit of our dummy cell. So now here you see the interface of the individual mode, which is a bit different than the interface for PStrace, which is our software for single channel potentiostats. What is the same? So we see here a section where we can set the parameters, and these are the parameters that I can set for channel 1. If I want to set the parameters for channel 2, I just click here on the window of channel 2, then this is changed to channel 2, and I can set the parameters. Everything below channel 2 is applied to channel 2. So these are all options, for example, loading a method file for channel 2, loading data for channel 2, or show the script for channel 2. This is all for channel 2. Everything above it is for the complete instrument, so for all channels. So I have already set different measurements for the first 3 different channels, and now I can either start them individually, for example pressing this one, or start all channels that don't do anything by pressing Start All. Channels that are red are currently performing a measurement, while channels that are blue are idle, and the gray ones are idle but not selected. So you see for each channel, the status bar opens and you see the status of each of the channels. If you don't want this window to pop up automatically, you can check this box, and the next time you start a measurement, it will not pop up automatically. I could show you here, for example. By the way, if you do have measurements that are not saved yet, the instrument will ask you when you start a new measurement that would delete old data if you want to delete that. Okay. And what I've also shown you now is I started new measurements while channel 4 was still running. So I have a very long measurement on channel 4, but this measurement is not really influenced by my other measurements. That when you press Start All, you will start all the channels. Also channel 4 to 12 that I've actually not connected to anything. So this is why all of them are flat lines or just noise. I've shown you how to start individual measurements, and I've shown you how to start all the channels. You can also use the button Stop All to stop the measurements for all channels, or you can individually stop them here. Then you might look at a measurement and be like, this is a bit small, like how can I see it bigger? Well, if you have a channel chosen, you can click on the PStrace icon here, and then you get a different window, which is the same window that you use in PStrace to see your data. So you have all the options available that you do have in our software for single channel potentiostats available. You can just close the window and you're back at the overview. Another thing you can do is you can set individually or for all the channels the autosave options. This way now all the channels will automatically save a measurement after it's done. If you want to know where and how to save the measurements, just click on Autosave Settings and set the corresponding parameters. Two more things that I would like to show you are both in the method script editor. Let's say you have found the perfect measurement for what you want to do, and now you want to perform that method with all your channels. You can just click on Copy Methods to all channels, and if I do that, all channels will now have impedance spectroscopy as method. So when I now start all of them, they will all perform impedance spectroscopy. Well, so for as I mentioned, for 4 to 12, that's all just rubbish because nothing is connected. For channel 3, it's just a single resistor, so all the points are scattered around one point. This is our redox circuit, our WEA on our dummy cell, and this is the Randall circuit as an impedance spectroscopy. But you see now I performed impedance spectroscopy with all of them. A similar function is available for scripts, because you can open the scripting window. If you need more explanations for the scripting scripting window, we made a video for PSTrace about the scripting window. You can find a link for that in the description. In MultiTrace, the scripting window works exactly the same. It's not available in the simultaneous mode, only in the individual mode. But however, once you made the script, and I will just click just anything together just so I have a script. When you make a script, you get here this yellow symbol and you get here this yellow frame, so you know this channel has now a script. And if you do like your script and you want to perform it with all your measurements and with all your channels, you can just click on copy script to all idle channels. And now it tells you which channels have received the script. And you see here, all these channels are colored yellow, orangish to indicate that there's a script running on these channels. If you would now start the channels, you would start the corresponding scripts. This is all that I want to tell you for the introduction of the individual mode. If you're curious about the simultaneous mode, we made a video for that. Just click on that to have a look at it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.